and welcome to the Audiophile barista vlog 116, where I talk about audio and coffee. Glad to have you, my wonderful viewers. Check this out. Yes, we made it to over 3,000 viewers, so thank you for those of you who stayed with me all this time, and welcome to the new subscribers. There's a few things I want to share with you today. Let's start with an unboxing. Okay. Unbox it. Let's see what it is. And here they are. This is a 1 meter set and a 4 meter set. Why did I buy this? The Neukomm has a set of inputs for XLR for a source, and this PS Audio has a XLR output. What I wanted for a very long time is to connect the PS Audio to the Neukomm. But if I'm using the Neukomm over here, then I can not use the 1 meter cable anymore. So I ordered a 4 meter cable in order to also play with that. They look very nice. And now I need to go and try them. Can I show you? I have to crawl behind, but yes, over there you see the XLR inputs. Those are the ones that I'm going to use. Okay, so this is working. I'm very happy with that, but I ran into some problems. First, let me show you. Over here you see the two XLR cables connected to the XLR input from the Neukomm. I have connected them to the XLR output from the PS Audio, but I ran into a problem because over here is the cable that I use for the PS Audio connection, and as you can see, this is horizontal and this one is vertical. So this fits exactly without having to twist any of the connectors. But this connector being so wide, because it's round over here, it's wide. With this one in place, the XLR connection was just beside it and I could not fit the XLR connector in. So I had to change the power cable. So everything connected, I switched it on and it didn't work. Because I'm a dummy, because this is my Neukomm, I always use this as an integrated amplifier, but in this instance I use it as a preamp. So I needed to switch the power amp on. This is the next day. The cable has been playing a few hours, so the whole system has been playing a few hours. Everything is still working very well. I've not been doing any serious technical listening, but first impressions are pretty good. First things that I noticed is that some of the songs that have maybe a bit of a sharp edge on the sound is now. It's raining outside. I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is raining outside. Here, let's have a look. You know what I like about my house is that you are so close to the weather and all the different clouds that you get throughout the year. It's wonderful. Anyways, back to this thing. So a bit less of a sharp edge on it. I also think I maybe lost some bass or some bass slam. Overall, I think I lost some dynamics. But the thing is, I of course had to change the power cable on the PS Audio DA converter. The old one is over there, and these connectors are so wide that the XLR cable, which has its input right next to the power connection, it didn't fit. So I picked up a cheap power cable, and that is what I used. So now I don't know if the things that I'm hearing, how much is part of the new XLR setup or what is due to the cheap power cable. So that's something that I have to figure out. And also, because I told you yesterday that the Rega Mira 3 that I'm now using as a power amp, it does not have the quality of my previous ITOS equipment. So I'm not sure if it will show me the differences as well as the old setup would do. But next thing, of course, that I have to do now is because I spend a lot of time on integrating things into my system. I'm always looking out what is the best way to have my equipment work together with the other equipment. This means when a new piece of equipment, for example, the CD transport from Audiolab and now the XLR cable, I have to find out what is the best way that it fits into the system. So one of the things that I need to try now, but that's why I said about the Rega Mira, does it show me the differences well enough? Because this transport has optical and coaxial out. The PS Audio has optical and coaxial in. So what I'm going to do is to connect both optical and coaxial from the transport to the DA converter, and then look, okay, what is the best of those two? And then I can have the PS Audio connected to the Neukomm integrated amp with these connections, or via the new XLR cable. Probably the XLR cable, but this is a bit of a cheap cable. I did get it. Well, it is not too bad. It's much better than the things that you buy for $3. And I got it with a Black Friday 20% discount. So I have now a 4 meter and a 1 meter set, and it was very affordable. So after I found out what is the best digital connection, I'm going to connect the XLR output and the analog output to the Neukomm to see, let me stand up, to see what is the better connection. Those are the kind of things that may be better when I have a new power amp, which is still in the works. I am looking every day on Craigslist what is happening, because I want to buy second-hand, not new. I need to react to what is offered. Anyways, the next thing that I want to do, because now I have used the short 1 meter XLR cable, I want to use the long cable. So I'm going to place this one back over here, connect it with the long cable from the PS Audio to the Neukomm, and then have the Neukomm used as a integrated amplifier instead of the preamp that it is now. And another thing is that I'm going to get some of the loudspeakers from downstairs that I haven't used for a long time, and with the whole new setup and this amp could be also a nice surprise. So that's up next. The Neukomm is gone as a preamp and is now over here as a power amp. I still have the Ocellias connected, and I thought, well, let's try out the difference between the Rega as a power amp and the Neukomm as a power amp. And yeah, this Neukomm is way better than the Rega. For now, this is really much better. So I am going to change the loudspeakers that I told you about, but I wanted to try out this thing first, and after 2 songs it's clear this thing really sings. This is musical, this is for the price, probably a very good amplifier, but it does not match up to this level. And this is the final part of this vlog. What I have done is I pulled up the old SYNN loudspeakers that are normally in the office downstairs. These are the tallest one that I have in my collection, 1 meter 80 centimeters high. These I bought for a very low price because these are not very good speakers. So when I went to the seller's house and listened to them, I thought, well, this is not very interesting, so I did not take them. And after a few weeks he called me because apparently he could not sell them to anyone, and he said, okay, for the low price that you offered, are you still interested? Well, I was, because it matches in my office very well. So just as a curiosity, just as something curious for in the collection, I do like it, but it does not sound very well. But then again, I now have the Neukomm over here, a much more powerful amplifier, connected with the long XLR cables going to the PS Audio. And I thought, well, let's try them out once more. Get them upstairs here and play them. Now, at low volumes, this is not a very interesting loudspeaker. Everything sounds flat, the soundstage collapses. But when last night I played them a lot louder, they gave you quite a very nice live feeling. The highs became too harsh and the bass was not very well under control, but they played, actually it was really fun to play with them. So that was a very nice experiment, and obviously these things need quite some power and some push to give you some energy, to give you some life. I don't think a loudspeaker, when played softly, I mean little volume, when the sound completely collapses, I don't think that's a good thing. But you know, for the price that I got them, this is a very nice experiment. But these are going back downstairs because when you play it softly, this is not very interesting. Anyways, the Neukomm plays, the long XLR cable plays, everything is working. I'm very happy with that. So that is all that I have for you in this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's finish it. So the weather outside in Rotterdam is cloudy, it is cold outside, we have rain every now and then, but the sky still looks beautiful from here. So today is Friday. I want to thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend and I'll see you in the next one.